to PP11, of course, which is a completely left field. I suppose again the nearest comparison probably would be 7 in the preponderance of electronic material, synth material. The difference being that a lot of those were long, straggly, and a lot of these are actually vignettes. They're quite short. Not all of them, but some are, which I know can be a difficulty for people. But it seems to be a CD that wasn't that well received in some quarters to start with, but seems to have picked up more aficionados later. Yes, I mean, somebody I gather referred to the album as being library outtakes, which probably couldn't be further than the truth, really, because some of the pieces are either too short or they move around too much. They're sort of library-ish in the sense that they're visual, but very few conform to the actual rigours and disciplines of library music. I think I'd stockpiled, whilst I was doing library music, a lot of synth improvisations and synth bits. And then, of course, it's always a question of trying to work out, does this work without a picture? You know, is this interesting enough? And it's always a very hard choice. It's always very difficult. And you were very kind enough to help me choose. And in the past, yourself and Alan and other people, Alan Hewitt, we've made decisions about this. It is difficult to be sure. And criticisms have been made where music that was perhaps in some respects thought about to be visual music, but then the pieces don't really perhaps develop as much as you fans might like them to, or they're not long enough. So I think music works in all sorts of different ways. I mean, you know, there's a lot of the great composers wrote pieces which are very short. It's when they're very short and are not complete that I think it doesn't work. And hopefully most of them, if not all, are relatively complete entities in themselves.